What is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you everything that you need to know if you're considering Sri Lanka as your next digital nomad hotspot. If you're new to our channel, my partner and I have been traveling Sri Lanka extensively for the past 3 years, and we thought we might be able to shed some light on what it's like to live and work here long term. Starting off with one of the most important things for a traveler, internet. Sri Lanka's internet sphere is dominated by a few key players as well as a few smaller competitors that offer some great value. The main commercial hubs on the island are equipped with fiber connections which will provide you with the fastest and most reliable internet speeds on the island. If you'd like a more in-depth analysis of the data providers, their packages and our recommendations based on practical usage, make sure you check out the blog post on my website. Without a doubt, one of the main reasons why Sri Lanka tops the list of digital nomad hotspots is its unbelievable range of accommodation, varying from any budget you like to any climate you like. With a year-round summer found along the coast of the island, lush tropical forests to reconnect with nature in the central regions, and misty green mountains to enjoy the cool climate of the hill country, you are bound to find a place that will be ideal for you to call home at an unbelievably reasonable price. Like our pal Johnny, who rented this villa for just $300 a month. What a steal! Language plays a huge role in selecting a location for your long-term stay, and communicating with locals plays an even more crucial part. The main languages spoken in Sri Lanka are Sinhalese, Tamil and English. You can easily find people who converse in English in all parts of the island. Tourism has been a big part of Sri Lanka's economy for a very long time, and the number of people learning to speak English is also consistently increasing. And of course, our locals are more than happy to teach you a little bit of Sinhala and Tamil if that's something you're keen on learning as a traveler as well.
Kukuruza.
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 And Sinhala?
Badai
Badai Dingu.
Speaking of languages, I personally find that learning a few words from every country's language that I travel to is a really enriching experience. Plus, I love how it makes locals so excited when you can communicate with them a little bit. However, this is nothing close to learning a whole language because that seems very tedious usually. It's just a few words. My way of looking at language learning has changed recently with my discovery of Rosetta Stone. It's an app that makes learning languages so easy and so much fun, with a lot of interactive games and activities, which is not usually the way we go about language learning usually. Another feature that I really love is their speech recognition feature. This allows you to speak into the app and it records it and plays it back to you and adjusts your accent, which means you'll be sounding like a local in no time. I for one am super excited to be using this app because my dream destination to visit is Japan, so I'm using this app to make sure I'll be ready for that time. Now if you too are wanting to try out Rosetta Stone and you're interested, check out the link in my description because there's a massive sale on their lifetime membership, which is usually $299, but you can grab it for just $179 if you check out the link below. While we're on the topic, I really want to know what you guys think. Do you think that learning a little bit of the language of the country that you're visiting is really important to have a well-rounded experience and a very enriching experience? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. Mohaiba. Transport in Sri Lanka is no different than any other Asian countries in the region. The public transport system, though chaotic and tardy, is an experience to be had in itself, and it's probably one of the cheapest modes of transport in the region. Whilst you can find ride-hailing apps in the more cosmopolitan hubs on the island, the main mode of private travel is tuk-tuk, and they are quite reasonable and can be found in every nook and corner, making transport cheap and convenient no matter where you are. In terms of hiring long-term transportation, we'd recommend either renting a tuk-tuk or a scooter based on your preference. As a foreigner, you are able to drive in Sri Lanka with your current national driving license for a period of 6 months. The cost of living is extremely attractive for any digital nomad. You can live very comfortably for $700 a month, or you can live like a king for just a little bit more. Check out our detailed blog post on the cost of living here if you would like to get a better idea on what it would look like should you like to stay here long term. When it comes to safety and security, though the country has had a troubled past, Sri Lanka is still one of the safest places to travel to in the region. However, we would request that you follow common safety practices which most of you who are well-seasoned travelers are already aware of. Sri Lanka's pandemic response has also been recognized worldwide as they've been able to vaccinate over 50% of the population and continue to do so at a rapid rate. Over the past year, the island has gone through a number of strict regional lockdowns to curb the outbreak of the virus, which has resulted in an ad hoc based system to ensure all essential goods are available with ease and tourists in less populated regions are able to go out and enjoy themselves with little restrictions to daily activities. Now for the fun part. Let's take you guys through the best hotspots for a digital nomad in Sri Lanka. The southern coast. If you are looking to surf and enjoy the tropical life, look no further than Waligama and Mirissa on the southern coast of Sri Lanka. With main cities such as Galle and Matara in close proximity and access to the Southern Highway, which will get you to Colombo in 1.5 hours, you are well within civilization yet able to enjoy the paradise of the tropics. Colombo. If you prefer city life and want to enjoy the luxuries of Uber Eats, fine dining and shopping malls, the outskirts of Colombo is of great value, and the road networks make it very easy for frequent trips around the island on your off days. The East Coast. If roughing it out is more your style and you wish to disconnect from civilization as much as possible, check out Arugam Bay and Trincomalee between May and October for the best surf and coastal life imaginable. The Hill Country. If you are like us and enjoy a cooler climate to work out of, check out the city of Kandy and its outskirts for a more comfortable lifestyle with a number of services similar to Colombo at your reach. And Nuwara if you'd like to escape into the hills and live in the peace and quietness of the beautiful tea country of Sri Lanka. I hope I was able to answer most of your questions that you might have if you're a digital nomad looking to work out of Sri Lanka. If you'd like more details, make sure to check out our blog post here. And if you have more questions, do send them in to us and we will try to answer them through the FAQ section on our website. I hope this video was useful and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Alright, yo, it is Taya and I am joined with none other than Johnny FD.
Hey guys.
So this video is actually to answer a few questions with regards to our Work from Paradise campaign, which Chanel and I have been promoting, and I figured who better to ask these questions from the man himself, the guy who's been promoting location independent working. And so Johnny, we've basically asked a few people, and we actually got a bunch of questions that came our way about how it is to live in Sri Lanka for an expat. And I figured it would be better for me to ask someone like you, who's been here now for I think what, 6 or 7 months? Yeah, amazing. To ask you these questions, just a few of them, and get your input, because you've been doing this around the world now for some time.